this one, Nintendo had a mysterious playtest. A lot of people have been questioning about. So earlier this month, Nintendo quietly, I don't know if it was quietly, but we'll say quietly, launched an exclusive playtest for its Switch Online subscribers. So all you guys using Switch Online, okay? Specifically those with the expansion pack membership. If you had that, you were ready for this playtest. The invitations went out on October 10th with a closed sign-up period until October 15th. And the test officially kicked off on October 23rd, requiring participants to download special software and agree to certain conditions, one of which was a request not to share any details. Now, Dr. Specimen, I'm going to read
Kind
on
of.
a little further, but to not share any details. Um,
Kind of.
how? So go ahead. What do you mean by kind of? Further elaborate.
As far as I'm aware, from the legal perspective, they did not make everyone sign an NDA. It was sort of more of a, like, if you remember Deadlock, it had sort of that like informal please do not share anything about the game thing, and like you could share stuff about the game but they would find your account and ban you, but like you wouldn't get your whole Steam account banned, you wouldn't get sued or anything like
Yeah,
that. It was just, if
take
you
it down.
share info, we'll kick you off at the playtest. And I think that's what Nintendo's going with here. It's just that if you share info, they'll kick you off the playtest. If you share info and it's like traceable to you, if you're just like, oh, this is the generic style of the game. Now, I don't know, maybe they're testing like new servers or something and everyone gets their own game, but I highly doubt that. I've heard, well, I'll let you get into it. I was going to
Yeah,
say what the
now
game was, but
look, yeah. Predictably, leaks began almost immediately. Screenshots, videos, and game details all circulated on social media, revealing an MMO style game. Now, early footage shows players building structures on a shared planet using blocks to stack up towards new height and utilizing tools like grapple hooks to move around. And there was a hub area known as the Dev Core, which features a marketplace for purchasing tools, and players can level up as they progress. So, sort of like a Minecraft Dragon Quest slash, you know, togetherness or merge or whatever you want to call it. Now, is that what you heard about the game as well? Were there any other details that you heard about?
yeah, that's pretty much. When I heard MMORPG, I like in my head I had League of Legends. Like I was thinking, like, really, they're making one of those now? Like, Valve is Dota, so I thought they're like, okay, they're trying to compete with Dota or something. But I actually just looked up the images of it, and yeah, it's not Dota. That's not League of Legends. That's that is most certainly not Dota. I know that for sure because I've actually played Dota
Yeah,
for
and what they
five
compared it
minutes.
to is like Minecraft and Dragon Quest and the building up and players using together different missions, MMO, leveling up your
I
progress. A lot of
I will
what we
make a
hear from
comment on it
MMO.
though.
Go ahead.
This, and I don't know why this is like what my brain went to, but this looks like it came straight out of the same department that developed the Labo games, which
Okay.
is not at all an insult because those are actually pretty damn good. Not gonna lie.
Now, let me ask, do you think now for everyone who doesn't know, I've been a part of an NDA before. I played Ubisoft. I think they announced the game, the mobile app NFL Primetime Fantasy. I remember testing that. Part of the testing group, we signed NDAs. We couldn't release anything. We download the app. You get it from a special link. They send it to you. You download it, you play it, and you report back things. And sometimes these programs go over 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think the program I had was like a month in total. But it was very easy for me to keep things secretive. I could, you'll talk to people around you, right? But it's not like you're gonna post things because, right, it can come back to you. Do you do you really expect people to sign up for these playtests and to keep quiet? To me, I almost feel as though when you do playtests like this, you can't avoid it. It's gonna leak. That's just my opinion.
I think they know that. Um, I think it's more just to cover their own ass. Where if there is like extreme backlash, they can just basically be like, you ruined our surprise and we were going to make changes. They don't have to prove this. We were going to make significant changes, and because you ruined the surprise early, you ruined the game and we're not going to be able to release it now. We're suing you or something. And it opens opportunities for them.
Okay. Now, this game, I haven't heard much about it, but do you think this is going to be switched to? Sound like Switch 2 game? We got a lot of news coming out lately about Switch and Switch 2. And do you think this is a anticipated Switch 2 title? Do you think this is a Switch 1? Like, what do you think?
I think it'll be both. I think it'd be really weird for them to play test it on Switch One and then release it on Switch Two only. I think,
Right.
oh, maybe they'll do something. Now, this actually will be even weirder than just not releasing on the Switch One. But I'm also wondering maybe if they'll do something where it's like if you play. No, actually, maybe this would make sense. If you play tested it for say more than 2 hours or 1 hour, 30 minute, whatever, and provided like feedback, you'll get a code for a Switch One version of the game, but it'll be gimped because it only like a lot of features only work on the Switch Two or something, or it's like to
Okay.
like when Black Ops 3 it released, it was meant for Xbox One and PS4, but they made a cutback Xbox One,
Okay.
360 and
Yeah.
PS3 version where it didn't have the campaign. So maybe they'll do something like that, and the textures will be cut down or whatever.
Okay. No. Well said. Well said. So, I'm curious of how this is going to turn out, but did want to go ahead and mention it. I also know, there was other Nintendo news. I had a lot of news. I think there was a frying pan in Japan that Nintendo released, and apparently it got recalled. Like that was news. I think. Yo, I almost wanted to pull that up, man, but
That's like
it
the
got
second
recalled.
time I heard of Nintendo making an innocuous thing like completely irrelevant to what they normally do and it getting recalled. The FDA and the something something is requesting that all parents return this Pokeball to Burger King or whatever the hell the thing said.
Yo, apparently when you cook with it, it was like fumes that were harmful.
Oh, so it was like, well,
So you
they
can't
probably
even
did like
cook with it.
they probably didn't anodize the aluminum or the steel or whatever. I bet they
Oh
just
yeah,
painted
before
it
they
or
start
something.
selling it. We'll let them deal with that. Yo,
Because
that's
I
crazy, man.
think you have to like anodize the aluminum with whatever like whatever design you're trying to put on it. I'm
Yeah,
assuming there was some kind of design on it, and so if they
exactly.
didn't do that and they just painted it on or something, then yeah, that's gonna burn away pretty quickly.